নমস্কার দর্শক বন্ধুরা, রেস স্পোর্টসের পর্দায় আপনাদের সবাইকে স্বাগতম। এবং এই মৌসুমে আইএসএল বিজয়ী হয়েছে ডিএইচএফসি, এবং সেই ডিএইচএফসি জয়ের পেছনে যেই কোচের সব থেকে বেশি অবদান, সেই ব্যক্তিটির সাথে আমরা কথা বলবো। আমাদের সাথে রয়েছে কিবু। কোচ, ওয়েলকাম টু রেস স্পোর্টস।
Thank you.
The champion of ISL, and how it's your feeling now?
Very happy, very satisfied because of the work of not only this season, no, for seasons, and we knew that it was going to be very difficult because to promote in every single league is extremely difficult. But at the same time, we knew that we can do it. And now we are very happy because the results were the result that we wanted. So very satisfied, very happy, and very proud of everyone in Diamond Harbour.
And you are in DHFC when the club established, and you are every trophy of I-League. And what is the planning of DHFC? You are from the first day, and you said that you have a long-term plan with DHFC. So what is the planning? You are now in ISL. So what is the management? Are they helpful? What about that?
Well, I came here because of the vision of the project, and because I remember that was for people and coaches and the people in football was a little bit strange that I were coming to a team in first division Calcutta League, But I was believing in the project, I was believing in myself, and also I was thinking that the project was a big challenge, and that's why we got it. Now we are in ISL. Was the main objective. We didn't know in how much time we could get it, but we did it, and now we have to prepare next season. To prepare next season is going to be the tougher one because we are going to play with the best teams and best clubs in India.
And when you are in championship race, this season is very tough because the Indian football is in uncertainty. And how you manage the team, how you manage whole team in this?
You mean the last season?
In the
last season. We started in June. We started in June with two teams. One team preparing Duran Cup, the other team already started in the middle of May preparing the Calcutta League. So we were starting with 55 people. So was difficult because as you said, the uncertainty. Because at the beginning we couldn't. We knew that we were playing Duran Cup, but after Duran Cup we expected to play other competitions, and we couldn't play other competitions still. I mean official competitions from organizing from All Indian Football Federation. Only our main objective, that was Indian Football League, and was started at the end of February, and we expected to start at the end of October, so five months later. We were training, we were playing the tournaments in Assam and in Odisha with the first team. We won both tournaments. We were preparing the team. We were playing practice games, waiting with patience till our moment came.
In this season, we see lots of foreigners have changed in the middle of the season, and how difficult for the team and new foreigners come and they want to settle in team, and what's your part, how you settle him in team?
Well, we have the problems of injuries. Only we changed two foreigners, Clayton and Bright, that they were playing some tournament in Assam and Odisha. Also, Clayton was playing Duran Cup, but after that they were not. They have injuries, and the club, the management, and the coaching staff, we decided all together to change them. No, in fact, Bright got a surgery, and Clayton left to Indonesia. No,
Yeah.
so yeah, we brought two other players, Hugo and Kevin, and both they help us to. With very good performances to win the Indian Football League.
Coach, you are Mohun Bagan, you champion Mohun Bagan, and then in Kalyani Stadium, and now you lead the team DHFC in Kalyani Stadium and champion. Kalyani Stadium is lucky for you. What about that?
Perhaps. In fact, this is the stadium where we played. No, we played in Kalyani. That's why we got the results in Kalyani. But yes, of course, I have very good memory in Kalyani. No, also I lost games in Kalyani, but we lost games in Kalyani. But of course, I always remember. I always going to remember that night in Kalyani when we won the I League against ISOL, no, with the stadium fully packed, and that all together we were celebrating the I League without knowing anyone that 1 week later or 10 days later the COVID was coming, no. So always we will remember that time, no, and also this time with the HFC that we did a fantastic journey, an amazing journey. Also we got the promotion in Kalyani, but I League 1, I League 2 were playing in Haiti. So both grounds are we are going to remember. I am going to remember always, no, Kalyani and Haiti, and of course Salt Lake, no, because for example that game that we won the derby against East Bengal with the goals of Joseph Abaitia and Baba Diawara. Also, I think that was a game to remember.
How you planned against playing East Bengal? Because East Bengal, we know in this season East Bengal is very good team, balanced team. How you manage? How you make plan against East Bengal?
In Durand Cup, you mean?
Yes, in Durand Cup.
To be honest, I don't remember the plan exactly, how we plan, but we always analyze the opponent. No, they had a fantastic team. They were the favorites, and to win these games, also we have to be lucky a little bit. No, and I think they have more chances, but we were more clinical. Also, they were playing with 6 foreigners. That time we were playing with 2.
Yeah.
So I think that we did a good thing. We be a little bit lucky. And but we score the goals, and we deserve to win.
Yeah, and in ISL in this season, which team is better, Mohun Bagan or East Bengal, in your vision?
Well, I think Mohun Bagan has the best Indian players in the league. India, most of them they are internationals, no, with the Indian national team, and they have also very good foreigners. But at the same time, my feeling from the beginning of the season is that East Bengal squad had more balance than Mohun Bagan squad. Even with Shubham and with other people that we were talking during the season, I was saying that be careful with East Bengal, because I think that he had the more balanced team. Also, very good coaching staff, because Oscar Bruzon did it fantastically. Also, I guess, and I feel, and I think that Sergio Lovera is a fantastic coach, very good, and he saw in other clubs, but perhaps the team was not the balance that should have, no, because the team was preparing with 2 center backs, with 1 winger, Robinho, with 3 strikers, but no midfielders.
No.
And for example, in Sergio Lovera style, Spanish style, the midfielders are key players.
Yeah.
No, so the midfielders of Mohun Bagan, they were good, but I felt that the balance was not the proper one. No, normally, if you have 6 foreigners, normally I think that you have to prepare the team with 1 center back, another player that can play as center back number 6, 1 number 8, 1 number 10, and two strikers or one striker that can play, one of the strikers can play as a winger, even as a number 10. And this is my opinion, but I think this balance was not helping Mohun Bagan to succeed this season. But on the other hand, they were winning some championship, and at the same time, they didn't win the league because of goals. It's not that East Bengal got 5 or 6 points more. No, same points, and because of goal they didn't win the league. So they were very close.
Yeah, coach, you mentioned me that you are going to Spain because your father is expired. So tell about something that what is the situation in that moment? League was going on this time. How much tough for DHFC in this thing?
Yeah. My father passed away after the game that we played in ISOL, and I didn't want to say anything. Only the people in the club knew, and of course my family, my friends. But I didn't say put any post in social media because I think it's very private thing and very personal. And yes, it was very tough. I had a fantastic relation with my father. I was talking with him every day. Since I'm from the first day in India, we were talking every day. When I was going to Spain, I passed the time with him. But it's life, no. And I came back to Spain. I was only 1 day and a half, and because we had a game in Jaipur against Rajasthan, and I came back the same day that we played. And I'm sure that he helped us. He helped us to win the tournament. I remember that he never told me about football results. He told me, "Don't worry, you are going to win the league this season." He was right.
And if you started planning about ISL,
yes, in football you have to prepare in advance. No, it's not like now you are in ISL, now you have to start. No, during this season we were watching a lot of games. Of course, we were watching all the games in IFL because it's my job. No, and I was watching. There are very, very interesting players in Indian Football League to play in ISL. Every season there are a bunch of 10, 12, 14 players that they can play in ISL, and also we were checking and we were scouting ISL teams, no, and other divisions, because in India every time they are growing new talents, no. So yes, we were working on it, and then we have to build the team, no, but we have very good fundamentals. I mean, the core of the team that we have in Indian Football League, and we will try to add some value players to improve the team. But the most important thing is, in order to prepare ISL, is that ISL is going to happen. And with the situation in Indian football right now is the most difficult thing, no? Because for example, this season that we already finished, we were training 5 months without knowing when to start, and it's extremely difficult to do it. How to motivate the players, how to prepare. We need, as coaches, we need planification. How to plan, to make the plan, no? And right now, normally in every country in the world, you have a roadmap of next season. This Durand Cup is starting from from, for example, 15 July to 15 August, and then it's going to come Super Cup from 1 of September to 25 of September, and then Indian Super League is going to start 20 of October, and it's going to take till April, 30 of April, and then you can do a plan. You can organize, but right now we don't have anything. So how to build a team if you don't know how many competitions you are going to play and when you are going to play these competitions? It's impossible. So every time I feel that in India we are improvising. And for example, for me, that I want to planificate, I'm methodic, and it's extremely difficult.
Yeah. Now we are talking about some La Liga teams and
Okay.
which team you support?
Yeah.
Barcelona or Real Madrid?
Suban knows that my team is Real Sociedad and Osasuna.
Yeah.
I understand that when you are going to other country, everyone is asking for Barcelona or Real Madrid. I don't support any one of them. Of course, I support them when they are playing, for example, European competition, Champions League, no, because they are Spanish teams, and I'm going to support a Spanish team. But even I'm member of the club in Real Sociedad and in Osasuna, and I was working in Osasuna in the youth system, and I was assistant coach in the first team in 13-14 season, and I watching all games of Osasuna and Real Sociedad every weekend.
And everyone talking that Barcelona's youth team,
Yep.
La Masia, they produce good players, but in the modern football era, which youth system you look that this youth system is provide more good footballer? It's La Masia or others?
Nowadays in Spain, all the academies, they are working extremely well, with different game models, because it's not the same to play in Barcelona, Osasuna or Villarreal, for example, but extremely well, with a lot of with very good facilities, a lot of very good coaches, methodology, and they have everything, good budgets, and that's why Spanish football is on top. Because sometimes now they are saying, no, the Premier League is better. Yes, Premier League is better, but doesn't mean that English football is better than Spanish football. I think we have in an era that the Spanish coaches, they are in the on the top.
Yeah.
No, for example, in Premier League, you know, Arteta, Guardiola, Emery, Iraola, etc. And now, for example, in six, there are 3 finals in Europe. That means 6 coaches for our Spanish, because it's Luis Enrique in Paris Saint-Germain, it's Íñigo in Rayo Vallecano, Unai Emery in Aston Villa, and the 4th one, I don't remember who is. Arteta in Arsenal, Arteta from Arsenal, no? So that means that the level is good, and the level of the players also in the young players in the all under 17, under 20, under 21, they are playing European competition. National team is one of the favorites for the World Cup. For your concrete question, I think that Barcelona is very good academy, but not bad, but they have the advantage that also the coach of the first team, they are giving chances. Because perhaps there are some academies that they are working very well in the academies, but you need a coach in the first team that open the door to these players.
Yeah.
No? And for example, Barcelona is doing extremely well. Real Sociedad is doing extremely well. Real Madrid also, but Real Madrid in the last years, they don't have this coach that is giving chance. Only Arbeloa, the last months, they give chance to Thiago Pitart, to Sestero, to Palacios, to these players that they are playing in the youth Spanish national team, but they didn't have the chance to play in the senior team of Real Madrid.
And in the World Cup, the Spain squad, look, they can win the World Cup.
See, the World Cup is extremely difficult because it's not a league.
Yeah.
And in one game you can go out. So you need to have a good team. You have to play a good competition at the same time. In crucial moments, be lucky. I remember the World Cup that Spain won in 2010 in South Africa. That arguably we were the best team. But I remember in the quarterfinals, there was a crucial moment when we played against Paraguay. We were clear favorites. But in the 67 minutes, with 0-0, Paraguay had a penalty. Cardoso. And Guardiola, Casillas save. It was crucial. If Paraguay scored this goal, perhaps we are talking about other champions. And it was the same team.
Yeah.
Right now, I think there are a bunch of 4 or 5 teams that they are favorites. England, France, Spain, always Argentina and Brazil are favorites, always, even if they don't have the best qualification time. And also we have to consider Germany always, Netherlands, Morocco had a very good team.
Yeah.
So I think that you have to have you need to have a good team. Now Spain, they have some players that they are coming, but they are coming from injury, like Lamine Yamal, Mikel Merino, Fabian Ruiz, Fermin Lopez, they got an injury, is not going to participate. So I think we have a good team. We are playing really well, but it's going to be important, these key players, how they are going to perform in the competition, because for example in the last Euro Cup were crucial the two wingers, Lamine Yamal and Nico Williams. And now they are coming from injury, so we don't know how they are going to participate. The core of the team is the same, because you know Unai Simon is in the goal, also Carvajal had an injury, is not going to play, but we have Marcos Llorente is doing well, Cucurella in the midfield, we have Pedri, we have Fabian Ruiz, we have Rodrigo, Mikel Merino also, we have very good midfielders. Nowadays Spain is the country of the midfielders.
Yeah.
We have overbooking of midfielders. Perhaps we don't have same quality of center backs than midfielders, or same quality of strikers as midfielders, but midfielders we have very good ones.
Okay. Now it's time to finish. Thank you, coach, for giving me time, and the last message for the fans, because DHFC fans is not so much fans now in that time, but DHFC is now playing for ISL. So any message for the fans of DHFC?
Yes, thank you very much for the support in the last 4 seasons, not only in this season. I think that I hope that you are proud of the performance of the team and what we achieve. And I invite you to continue support us in Indian Super League and in the next competitions of next season. Thank you very much, and continue joining with the DHFC.
Thank you, coach. আপনারা শুনলেন কোচ কিবু ভিকুনা তিনি কি বললেন, এবং এটাই সত্যি যে ডিএইচএফসি যেভাবে ফুটবল, বাংলার ফুটবলে যেভাবে উদয় হয়ে আজকে যেভাবে আইএসএল এ এসছে, সেই জার্নিটা যেমন ডিএইচএফসি ম্যানেজমেন্ট এবং তার সাথে সাথে কিবু ভিকুনার যে ভূমিকা, সেটাও কিন্তু ভীষণ গুরুত্বপূর্ণ। ক্যামেরায় শুভম মণ্ডলের সাথে আমি সায়ন, রে স্পোর্টস।